And that's another thing, like, that's another epiphany that I had while I was doing intermittent fasting. I realized that I have the ability to say no to food now. It doesn't have control over me anymore. I am not food's bitch, okay? I am not anyone's bitch. Food is my bitch. Like, food is here to satisfy me. Food only enters my body when I say so, right? Because this is how I operate with every other aspect of my life. I've already proven that I have control over myself in these other areas of my life, so why would it be any different with food? I used to fear food. I used to think that it actually had control over me. Like, for example, if I went to pole dancing class, right? Because like usually after a big workout, you get really hungry. I would feel like, okay, I need to go to pole dancing class because I feel slim today. This is like my skinny day, so I want to wear my cute outfit and do my sexy dance. But then I would fear, like on the way home, I would be like, oh no, I should only eat a salad or a low calorie dinner, but I know that I'm gonna go for like the heavy mapo tofu or like ramen or something. That's what I crave right now after a hard workout. Yeah, I would fear it as if it had some control over me. Like I'm just not going to be able to resist the temptation of the heavier dish. And so because that was the story I was telling myself, that would play out in reality, right? Like I would go to the konbini hoping, wishing, like trying to bargain that, oh, please just pick the salad, just pick the healthier option with the less calories. But then what do you think would happen? I would always cave in. I would always get the higher calorie option, the one that was more satisfying in the moment, but the next day I could feel it, right? And it would make me dejected again that, oh my God, I ate something heavy for dinner again, and so now I'm back to where I started. Once I had that breakthrough that food is my bitch and I'm not its bitch, that completely stopped, you know? And it's not to say that I don't crave things anymore. Like I do. Sometimes there are times when I'm going through it, okay? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's not the same way that it was in the past. It's not based out of fear. Food is a non-sentient entity. It doesn't even have consciousness. It's not an organism. Well, okay, maybe vegetables. Like at some point, meat was part of an animal which had consciousness, but food in its prepared state, ready for you to eat it, it's not alive. It's an inanimate object. Do I look like the kind of person that is at the mercy of inanimate objects? That lets inanimate objects control her life? Are you the kind of person, like, if I picked up a pen, do I feel like, oh my God, I'm so scared, this pen is gonna write like all my deepest darkest secrets, and then I don't have any control over my hands either, so my hand is going to photocopy that page and distribute it to everyone in the world, and it's just going to ruin my entire like reputation and my life? No. When I pick up a pen, it's a tool that I'm using for myself, for whatever I choose in the moment, right? And even if it is to like journal on some deep shit that I don't want to share to other people, I can choose to use a pen to journal that in my secret notebook that I don't show anyone else. Like, inanimate objects are there to serve us. We literally created them. They didn't create us. It's the same thing with food. It doesn't make any sense to me on a pure logic level for food to control me in that way. So once I made that breakthrough, I realized that it was all in my head, you know? Like, what was I scared of? That's very irrational, to be scared of a piece of chocolate cake or to be scared of ramen noodles or like a carb heavy dish. Finishing a heavy workout and then knowing that I'm gonna crave something that's high calorie, and then being fearful that dish is just going to spontaneously appear in front of me. Like, there's no logical connection between them. What's actually happening is that, okay, I have the high intensity workout. I know that the hunger is coming. I know the cravings are coming. And just like, I can sit through it. I can get through it. I can buy a bunch of low calorie drinks. Okay, I can drink my water instead. I can edit my YouTube videos. I can do my taxes. I can play with my cat. I can take a nap. I can watch Gattaca again for the 5,000th time. The options for me to do life are endless. Food is food is one of millions of things that I could be doing, right? And then the hunger, yeah, okay, fine, it's there. So what? Just deal with it until it's just a matter of like choosing to do something else with the time. But yeah, I want to leave you again with one of my favorite affirmations / reprogramming lines, and that is, I never betray myself. And that's a direct attack on food. Like, them's fighting words, okay? Whenever I have a craving, like, yeah, I want to eat this right now. It's right in front of me. Like, I know how good this tastes because I've already eaten probably 10 bags at this point. Sometimes I'll eat 2 at a time, but I know I'm gonna have it eventually though. All I have to do is wait until tomorrow. So why would I eat it now? Like, why would I sacrifice? Why would I continue postponing my dream body for this inanimate object that doesn't mean anything? It was put on this earth to serve me, okay, not the other way around. And I never betray myself. I know that my goal is to have my dream body. Summer bodies are made in winter, so that's why we're starting right now. Also, I need to be bikini ready for Dubai because me and my friend booked a room at the Address Hotel, which has the most beautiful infinity pool out of all of Dubai. That one is number one. Like, everyone thinks that Aura Sky Pool is number one, but no, the Address Hotel pool is number one. And so there's no way in hell that, like, that room cost a lot of money, okay? I'm very thankful that I have a friend that's splitting the cost with me, but still, it came out to about like $500 USD per person. So do you think I'm gonna waste that for a temporary bag of chocolate pecans? No, this is my reality, okay? Like, you're gonna sit down and wait until your turn when I put you in my mouth, which is gonna be 12 p.m. tomorrow. Like, I'm just not interested. Nothing is gonna tempt me. Nothing tempts me more than my lust for the best version of me. And that is a powerful place to be, okay? And I want you all to get there, and I know that you all can. You just need to find your catalysts and your program that works for you. Okay. Yeah, so I never betray myself. Why would I do that? I never betray my future self. But I also want to remind you guys, okay, so last thing before I go, this is not about beating yourself up, right? This is about finding a solution. You need to be solution oriented. And I know it's hard to take the emotion out of things sometimes, but that's why it's important to do your inner work first. Because I would not have been successful this time with OMAD if I didn't have a very, very healthy self-concept that I've been cultivating and nurturing this whole time for the past, I want to say 3 years actively. At no point along this journey do I blame myself or berate myself. Are there times that I felt kind of low, like you feel crappy after you binge eat when you told yourself that you were gonna stick to intermittent fasting for 2 weeks, but you end up binging after the first week? Yeah, you feel crappy, right? But don't use that as like a personal judgment. Don't use that as a launching pad to judge yourself. Just use that as information, right? Like, okay, why did this happen? Why did I cave in? What inside me feels like so helpless that I cannot say no to this plate of food in service of my ultimate goal? So no self-deprecation, no self-berating, just solution-oriented questions and digging, and write in your journal if you need to. Never give up on yourself, okay? You need to know without a shadow of a doubt that you're gonna win no matter what. Like, this is your world. This is your reality. No other person has any say in that, let alone an inanimate object like food. See you next time, and leave a super thanks if you're so inclined, or leave suggestions for future topics.